This is the Making Waves Mindset Show with your hosts, Richard Biase
and Dave Moskowitz. Learn from our journey as we share the ups and downs
of being your own boss. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of the Making Waves Mindset Show with yours truly, Richard Biase and beautiful Dave Moskowitz.
That's right. Tanned. I feel like my tan's fading, though. Do I look tanned in the camera?
You look great. I look like the snow outside.
I feel so healthy with a tan. It's like it's like when you wear black, it's slimming.
There's tremendous benefits, Dave, to having a golden tan, a golden sun. You know, right? We've both traveled to Latin America, and when you go there, they tend to avoid the sun, basically because it's like a social, economical, discrepancy. But as North Americans, when we're stuck in the cold winter and we don't get the sunlight, we go down there to soak it up. We burn,
baby, burn.
But I get a nice tan. You look good. I get a nice tan too if it's layered on. It can't be sudden, and then I get real dark and it looks bomb. But you look great, Dave. That tan is just suiting. It's just
appreciate it.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Other than all the dead skin cells everywhere around the house, which is pretty gross, but
too much information. But that's okay. That's our listening audience. We get up close and personal here.
That's it. Well, thanks for joining. Thanks for subscribing. As always, if you are tuning in for this 31st episode, please
Dave, that's like 34 now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It is. We're up there.
I take that all back.
I take it all back. Don't even mention that.
What day of the week it is.
Yeah.
Hit that subscribe button.
Please.
Subscribe to our shows. We are releasing our episodes on video platforms now. So check those out. You get to actually see us in person talking. You get to see our heads move.
Yeah.
It's for throwback Thursday. It's Max Hedron. Do you know what that is? Do you know Max Hedron?
I don't know.
Is that beyond your years?
A little bit.
Yeah, that's for those.
I don't
older
have any
people.
Gray hairs yet. Okay,
see, I got my grays. For those older people, they'll know Max Hedron, but we'll have to maybe cut that into the video. I'll send you a link.
Of course. Well, yeah, we do love hearing from all of you, and I think it would be really cool. Let us know where you are listening or watching us, wherever you are in the world. Let us know. Send us a DM, an email, or whatever. It'd be really cool to see the listening audience. We know we are hitting so many markets across the globe, but I think it would be really cool and personal if we heard that from you. And our goal on the show, our mission, is to have leading edge conversations about mindset, business, life, leadership, the entrepreneurial journey, and sharing that with all of you. So if you find some resonation, share, subscribe, write a review, do a rating. Don't forget that it's about making waves.
Yes.
Encouraging you to have changes in your life, to do and be something better and greater. You need to take action and you need to dream bigger. Okay, that's the way that we succeed here. So today's episode is a catch-up. We're doing a check-in to let you all know where we are in our journey. That's the basis of the program. We feel it's incredibly important to share the ups and the downs. Dave, let's start with you. You look golden, and we want to know what happened. Was it the spray tan or?
Yeah, I just sat in a tanning bed for a week. With the exception that it was in Central America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and the family household picked up, other than the dog, and we ended up flying over to Costa Rica.
Oh,
yeah, it was. They have a saying there, "Pura vida."
Yes,
pura vida.
Yeah,
I think I'm saying it right.
You want?
I'll probably get bashed by my wife in terms of my Latin pronunciation of that, but pura vida, pure life.
The pure life, the simple life, and that's how they live there.
Oh geez, do they ever? It is, for those of you who have never been to Central America or anywhere south of the border, make it on your list. The weather is perfect. If you can go this time of year, you're going to guarantee good weather. Guaranteed. Absolutely. You will have no rain. You will be just basking in the sun. It is a beautiful country, hills and mountains and forest and
incredible
farms. People are beautiful people. Yeah. And I don't mean that by visually. I mean by their attitudes, their way of accepting you into their lives. And we went to a resort, but we also went off the resort. And I would encourage anyone who are visiting any other country, when you're going to an all-inclusive resort, get off that resort. Just because the people on the resort are paid to be nice to you. So I'm not saying they're being fake, but what I'm saying is that's their job. They're just like going to a restaurant, to a waiter, right? You speak to a waiter, his job is to serve you well. Everyone at the resort, that's their job. So you don't really get to see, unless you can cut away the niceties, you don't really get to see their true life. If you get off the resort, you get to speak to people on the street. You get to talk to people in small shops. You get to talk to people in little cafes. You get to see how they live. That is definitely an eye opener for you.
Dave, tell us why you decided to get away, because I think it's important for everyone to understand, in the hustle and bustle of the entrepreneurial journey, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of things happening and moving,
Yeah.
and you need time for a reset.
So, it was an opportunity for us to go away. We have the time. We were building up some vacation time and giving ourselves a little break to distress. We have, as everyone knows on the show, I shared that we're in the process of opening up a franchise here in Canada, in Toronto, and it's going to ramp up and get busier and busier. So we have this sort of lull in the process that it takes time, because we're
Yeah.
looking for, right now we're on site selection. So we're actually just looking for a site for the stretch lab to open. And it takes time. It takes time to put in offers and stuff like that. So we had the opportunity, and we figured 7 days we would be able to get away and not do too much. I ended up having to work a bit when,
But that's
when I
okay.
was down there. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it was actually, it was probably one of the best feelings I ever had in my life, because I was sitting by the poolside. We had the benefit of renting a cabana for the day, and they had Wi-Fi all over the resort. Another one of the benefits of being on a resort. So then I was able to get into a Zoom meeting, and for 45 minutes, I took some time to have a business meeting, and then I went back to the pool and my vacation and relaxed. But it was surreal, because I had never in my life ever worked for a company where I could be on vacation and then dabble into some of my work and then go back on vacation.
Isn't that incredible?
It was. And some people might say, okay, you're nuts, because going on vacation should be just leaving work behind. The difference is I really enjoy what I'm doing now. So to me, it doesn't feel like work. It just felt like something else to do. And I, other than sitting there enjoying the sun, which I continued anyways, what else was I doing? I was just sitting there, right? I was enjoying the sun. I was reading a book. I was, spending time talking with my wife. What else do? You have a few cocktails. At the end of the
Survey
day,
says.
yeah, we were just enjoying ourselves. So I went into a 45-minute meeting, and that was it. It was great.
But that is the entrepreneurial dream and goal for many. For those of you working the 9 to 5, it's a whole mind shift you have to have. And this is the struggle why people stay in the 9 to 5, is because they cannot leave their comfort zone
Right,
and understand that you can make money while being on the beach in Costa Rica. You
right.
can make money while visiting Tokyo, Japan. You
Yeah.
can do these things as an entrepreneur when you've established, you have your network, your infrastructure in play. And that is the bonus of being an entrepreneur. It does not mean that you're not focused on what you need to do. It does not mean that every day is all play,
Yeah.
but you have that balance. You're not stuck to the corporate control, the
Hmm.
corporate, we're going to have access to you 24/7, answer your email. I've seen that. I've been there. It's terrible. It's no way to live. But you have realized what many people are struggling to realize is you can have that balance. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You can't sit on the beach all day long and have a whole bunch of cervezas and go, life's great. Well, at some point that needs to change.
Hmm.
Those cervezas have to go down,
Of
and you
course.
need to do something. At least that's how I think. I'm not somebody that can sit down.
Hmm.
I'm not somebody who would ever retire. I'm somebody that likes to keep busy, keep going, having a purpose, a vision, and a goal. And
Yeah.
that's what we get from this entrepreneurial journey. That's why we're sharing it with you. And
Right.
Dave is literally leading by an example in this situation that you can do it. You can
Yeah.
still work from the beach. Costa Rica, and I'll say those for those who don't know, I spent 2 months in Costa Rica, and their infrastructure in terms of like internet service, for
Oh, it
example,
was incredible.
is far superior than that of Canada's.
I was getting
You,
signal at the top of mountains
yes.
in the
Yeah,
jungle.
it is incredible the
Yeah.
infrastructure they have.
Yeah.
It's you can be connected if you need to be connected. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
well, it's important you recharge, Dave. That's great to hear.
Yeah. The one thing I wanted to touch on was we ended up going to a cafe based on your recommendation,
Ah, yes.
which was fantastic. But at that cafe, we ended up talking to some of the people that were there, and just listening to some of the people that were surrounding us in their conversations. Eavesdropping as we all probably do, and people watching. But you end up meeting people who are doing the same thing. There is so many people in Costa Rica that we ended up bumping into who are there, who are working remotely,
Mhm.
who still have businesses. They're sitting on the beach, they're pulling up to a bar and having a beer, running their businesses from their computers. All these
Digital
different
nomads.
Yeah, all these different entrepreneurs. Like, no matter where we went to this small city called Tamarindo. We're sitting at a cafe, sorry, not a cafe, like a bar or restaurant on the beach. Beautiful view. We're watching the beach. We're having a beer. We're having some hors d'oeuvres. We're just relaxing, and probably about 4 or 5 people were in the same place with their laptops out doing work. And you could tell they're doing work. They're answering emails. They're on a website. They're moving things around, right? They're doing some. I think one person was doing coding. It looked like, and what better life would that be? You're in
It's incredible.
remarkably, probably notable, one of the more beautiful places in the world. You're sitting on a beach, beautiful weather, 30 degrees.
Mhm.
You're sitting there in your shorts and t-shirt,
And that's the
having
importance of
having a
work.
great life.
Yeah, it's the importance of work-life balance, you
Yeah.
know?
And
That's
I'm
the
like,
beauty of it.
if I could have that as my office, golden, golden.
There are many countries, but I specifically know in the Latin Americas, there are a number that have a digital nomad program for a
Mhm.
year or 2-year term. You can be down there, working from your computer, and they encourage that because you stimulate the economy,
Right. Yeah.
right? You're there spending your money, you're there
Yeah.
enjoying the nature, the people, the scenery, the food, the
Yeah.
culture, and that's what they want.
Yeah.
They realize the hustle and bustle of North America, more specifically, maybe Canada, where it's go, go, go 24/7, stress, stress, stress.
Right.
And down there, it's the pura vida.
Yeah. If you go, I was just going to pull up our episodes, but if you flip all the way back to, let's see, what episode was she on, Soraya?
I think it was episode 20.
Was it episode 20?
I think so.
So yes, look at you with the memory. So if you flip back to episode 20, have a listen of Soraya Zindane. She is doing just that. She's running her business remotely. She's in Mexico. She's an import into Mexico now, and she's living the
Love and
life out
life.
there.
Yeah.
Loving life. So have a listen to that episode. She's done real good things.
Yeah, she was the education direction from Europe to Canada, working the 9 to 5, and
Yep.
then realized there's more to life. So this is the goal of the show. We want you to make waves in your mindset. We want you to make waves in the way you think, right? You only know what you know because you haven't experienced anything any different. And by no means, I'm not an expert. I'm not going to speak
No.
on behalf of Dave. We have a lot to learn, but we have done something that millions and millions of people won't do. We left the rat race. We developed a plan. We put the plan into action because we made waves in our mindset and we changed, and she did that. And we'll have her on again. We told her we'd love to have her on because it was a hit episode.
Mhm.
People love the ability that, well, I can work in other parts of the world. I can.
Yeah.
You might want to move to Calgary just to be close to the Rocky Mountains and still
Sure.
operate as a digital nomad if you want. So the opportunities are everywhere. It's just a matter of you need to make a decision, commit to the decision, and
Yeah.
build your plan to leave. And that's what we hope to accomplish with every single recording. We want you to have value in our show. If you have questions, let us know. And we can find people if we don't know the answer and get back to you. but that's the goal. Think critically. It's an action taking show. That's what we want you to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And other than that, I've been back to the grind. It's been go, go, go since I've been back. It's only been, what's today, Friday, 5 days.
Hmm.
I feel like it's already been 2 weeks, but
Yeah,
catch up is good. I enjoy what I'm doing. So that is
that's what
probably,
matters.
yeah, and that's one of the biggest things that I want to tell our listeners. Find something you enjoy doing and go do it.
It's
You
not
might
about. Sorry, Dave. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, you might be enjoying what you're doing now based on your 9 to 5, but is it really what you 100% want to be doing in your life? If it is, fantastic. If you're happy in your life, you're happy where you are, but you really need to realistically look at the mirror and say, "Is this who I am?
Yeah.
Is this what I should be doing?"
Everyone's definition of success is different.
Yeah,
And for some, it's having millions of dollars. For others, it's having access to more capital coming into your bank account so you can spend time with your kids at the soccer game. Right. So
yeah,
we're stuck in a society where we value certain things based on what social media says, and that's not the way to go. So identify what you want to accomplish, find strategies to get there, and we hope this show is bringing you in that direction so you
yeah,
can enjoy.
yeah,
On my end, what do
yeah.
we got?
Tell
We're,
us,
yeah,
please.
so we are in the middle of our flip. I know we've had some delays. This is the journey that we promised to share the ups and the downs.
Right.
We purchased another property with some partners. We decided it was going to be a flip. For those who don't know what a flip is, it's where you're taking a home that needs work, renovating it, and making it into something that can be resold to a family or whoever needs something that is much more modern. In this particular property, twice, twice we had contractors flake and disappear.
Wow.
And I think that's a greater issue for another episode. I could talk forever about the need for skilled trade laborers. Stop
Mhm.
going to university and going into debt. If you love the trades, you can make a lot of money doing it, but the reliability of people in the trades for our project vanished.
Right.
There's supply shortages, there's skilled
Mhm.
labor shortages, and so we had two people just vanish when it came time to
Jeez.
signing the contract and putting things into action.
Wow.
So we were able to visit the property not too long ago. I hadn't been there in months, believe it or not. So
Mhm.
for some people, they think it's strange. What do you mean you bought a property you didn't go? Like, I don't need to go. I can maybe see a picture, but
Right.
I was able to head down, and the place has been gutted. There's exciting stuff on the way,
Oh,
and we're
good.
hoping to have things done here
So
over the
you were
next
able
month
to
or
get a
two.
contractor eventually?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
thank you. Sorry, I forgot to
Yeah,
add.
yeah,
We
yeah.
were then finally able to find someone, and they're in there. They're working their magic, and
Amazing.
when we went inside, it was basically down to the studs, more or less, in certain areas. And I'm gonna share some of those photos. I was gonna put them up yesterday, and I said I'll wait and space out the content for that particular project. So takes patience. It
Sure.
takes having a good network and people around you who can support you. It's having the power team. It's having the people who have taken risks and are there to support you and let you know you're
Mhm.
doing the right thing. So we have incredible partners on this project, and we'll
Awesome.
see where it goes. So that's been on the back burner on the side of things.
That's
We're
exciting.
also it's very exciting.
That's
I'm
exciting.
I'm pumped, and we
Yeah.
might have another one coming up too. And I know Dave and I kind of spoke about it, but I don't want to spill the beans just
Right.
yet on it.
Yes, yes,
We
yes.
may have another flip coming our way, so I'm excited. But we'll catch up on the next status check episode
Amazing.
about work-life balance. We are also looking at other business opportunities. I am a big believer, and I think this virus was the biggest highlight for people, especially our friends in policing. I'm going to
Mhm.
call it out. Your pension and your paycheck and your salary are not going to give you the freedom you need in life. It's not going to happen. We all know too many people who have worked 35 years to get their pension. Doesn't matter what job you are in, they don't get to enjoy it. Unfortunately, many have ended up in the obituary section shortly after retirement. Okay. And you need to have multiple streams of income coming in to your life.
Yeah.
People lost their jobs during this particular situation, etc.
Mhm.
The point is, as business leaders, as business people, we understand the importance, Dave, of We need to have other revenue streams. So we are looking at other business opportunities right now on top of that, things that I don't need to be there, very similar to you in the franchise space. We
Mhm.
diversify cash flow, we're diversifying income, we're diversifying our knowledge, and we're working with other people and growing and growing. The one common theme amongst people in the entrepreneurial space is they diversify. They're
Right.
not afraid to take risk. They
Yeah.
have things in real estate. They have things in other business
Sure.
ventures. They're not all saturated in one thing bringing an income or one thing doing that. And there's nothing selfish with that.
Yeah.
If you want that life of being on the beach like Dave for a week, enjoying himself, you can do that.
Yeah.
You can do that. You just need to get things together, make waves, change your mindset, think differently. You can do it.
Mhm.
So, with that, we are working on something right now. We will discuss further on that a little bit later once things
Amazing.
are finalized. But it is a lot of work. It is adding stress for us here, but we're making it happen, and I'm looking forward to seeing where that opportunity goes as we continue to,
Yeah.
increase the real estate stuff and go from there.
The one thing I wanted to touch on is, you touch on the fact that the pension for the police is not your ticket out. The one thing you do notice, and don't even just take my word for it. If you have access to LinkedIn, go on LinkedIn, you will see a slew of police officers who have retired, who have
Yep.
opened their own businesses,
Yep.
consulting,
Yep.
security.
You got it.
W- Explain to me why they waited till they retired to do that.
Yeah.
Why are you working 35 years, 25 years in a career and then working another career? If the pension is the pension, if the
Mhm.
pension is supposed to be your ticket out
The
to
golden ticket.
to enjoy life and relax and live off your pension, why are you opening up a business? For what reason?
And we know those people. They go, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's to keep busy." I'm like, "Is it really to keep busy, or you're finally realizing, the federal CCP or CPP,
yeah.
your EI, or all those fancy numbers, whatever it is." I
Wasn't
never got
enough.
to that point. It wasn't enough on top of your pension.
Yeah,
Start doing things now. There's nothing wrong if you want to stay in your career and your job and you love it. That is fine. There are people who enjoy that, and there are people who like that type of work. There is nothing wrong with that. Our show is about encouraging you to make changes in life, health, wellness, business, leadership, entrepreneur, whatever you want. But there's nothing wrong if you like the 9 to 5, but maybe start doing other things. And that's what
yeah,
we're hoping our show can kind of cross collaborate with your mindset there, going, yeah, Rich and Dave are right. They've mentioned this. Maybe I should do something on the side.
yeah.
Start an online business.
Sure, why not?
Create your own business. Be innovative. Do something, but don't wait till the end to go, oh, geez,
Yeah.
I'm bored at home and there's not enough cash coming in and I'm on my
Sure,
boat or whatever you do. I don't like, geez.
exactly. There is an opportunity for you to do other stuff, even if with your full-time job. There's a lot of hours in the day. Even if you have family, there's still time for you to do other things. You just have to find that time and be dedicated to do it.
Yeah, so true. Well, everyone, that's a quick
Thanks.
status
Yeah,
check, as we would call in the policing days. What's your status?
that's right.
And as always, we want you to dream bigger, make waves, and take action. Please subscribe, share, rate, a review. That's how we grow. Reach out to us. We love the engagement. Leave a comment and find us on YouTube, Rumble, all the other platforms for audio and video. We're there. Until next time,
Yes, it's been fun as
it's been
usual.
fun. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a good day.